Alright, so what's going on, everybody? You're watching JA News. Salute to you for tuning in. As always, we're going to be jumping into all of the latest updates from around the world of sneakers. Stay tuned for today's main story, as we got a shocking report coming out of Beantown, which once again exposes the dark side of the sneaker industry. There's this famous saying out there that goes a little something like, if it's too good to be true, well, you guys probably know the rest, so you're not going to want to miss this one. Stay tuned. But to begin, we're going to start with some quick updates. So first things first, these joints just dropped Saturday, but we already got massive restocks hitting pretty much everywhere for the Jordan 1 Black Toe Reimagined. So you guys can head over to Finish Line, JD Sports, DTLR, Shoe Palace, you name it. You guys can pretty much find these everywhere, which as far as this release right here, to pretty much summarize the way sneakerheads in 2025 feel about this one right here, I feel like this gift right here best describes this release right here, which some people may be offended by this term right here, but as far as the word bricks, I feel like it's a great thing because that usually means you don't have to stress about a release. And as far as this one right here, there's pretty much no headaches involved with this release right here. Now, of course, you're always gonna have a whole bunch of people saying, don't sleep on these bodies now, which I feel like that does get a little bit repetitive, but I feel like people are kind of trying to say, like, don't let the fact that these joints are going for under retail kind of turn you off from these. If you enjoy this shoe, just grab them because you like them. And as far as this one right here, I mean, I kind of mentioned it yesterday, but this may be a design choice that we may never see the Jordan 1 return to here in the future. So potentially, you never know, this one could eventually go down as a cult classic. So you got the Jordan 1 Black Toe Reimagined, pretty much available everywhere as supplies last. Now, another big headline, of course, as y'all saw, announced officially by Nike. They have a now new collaboration, a new partnership, I should say, coming with Skims, which they're calling Nike Skims, a brand coming this spring for the body obsessed, designed to sculpt and engineered to perform. Now, as far as this collaboration, of course, you know, Kim Kardashian, she took Skims from the ground up to now being a huge global brand. They just did a big partnership with the WNBA, and now Nike is taking things into the next lane. Now, one of the interesting things when you do mention Skims, though, is because this brand was actually founded when Kim Kardashian was previously married to Ye, formerly known as Kanye West. And, you know, while he's got everything going on currently, we can't take away, which he kind of like put the foundation in place to take Skims to where it is now. Of course, we're not going to take anything away from Kim herself, who has been a great brand ambassador and everything like that, taking Skims to the next level. But as far as Skims, I think at one point there was a report that Ye had owned like 5% stake in the company, which Skims kind of comes under the Yeezy umbrella and everything like that. A lot of the designers Ye put into place to bring Skims to where it's at right now. But I think there was also a report out there somewhere where they were going through the divorce and everything like that, where he may have sold back his share. So this is an interesting move. As far as sneakerheads, I feel like they're not going to take to a Kim Kardashian Skims collaboration too well. But I feel like as far as Nike, they're not really aiming for like a sneaker launch or anything like this. I think they're kind of moving for a different demographic than just your everyday average sneakerhead. So as far as the Skims launch, apparently it will be coming up very soon here for a spring release. I'm guessing things are going to start off pretty limited, and then they're going to scale things to a larger capacity, to a bigger audience moving forward into 2026. Now, we also have a brand new model from Nike, which just debuted. This is a women's exclusive, which they're calling the V5 Runner. Now, you're probably wondering, like, why am I showing this lame-ass, boring sneaker on here? But, you know, we're not all about just the hype right here. And with Nike, I find this one interesting because this is a lifestyle runner, which they categorize under retro running, which kind of competes with the market share that New Balance and Asics is kind of dominating right now. So I think this is an interesting one to kind of disrupt what they have going on right here. And a really cool selling point is that these do retail at $90. So currently in the retro running category, as Nike categorizes it, I think their biggest sellers would be the Zoom Vomero 5, obviously, and then the more budget-friendly P6000. But as far as what Nike's doing, I don't think they're gonna really like disrupt what New Balance and Asics. I think they do it a lot better in the whole lifestyle running kind of Y2K category and everything like that. But they're gonna try to take a little bit of that market share away. So that's just a little unhyped news, but for all the hype beasts out there, we do have a big update here, which according to Eldon Monitors, the Fragment Union Air Jordan 1 High won't happen this year. Only one Union Air Jordan 1 High OG releasing this year. However, leaving us with a little cliffhanger right here. So as far as that collaboration, what you got right here is a triple collaboration. I feel like these joints are pretty much overkill, but what you're looking at right here apparently is the closest interpretation of what that collaboration would look like. But I felt like it kind of made no sense for them to drop that right now with the buzz and everything going on with the Union collaboration. So I feel like it's a smarter move for them to possibly release these at a later date. As we revisit the tweet at the bottom, he did leave us with that little cliffhanger saying, however, more than likely we'll probably expect to see these drop in 2026 as a follow-up to that Shadow Chicago that we got coming up very soon. So let me know what you guys think about this one. Are you excited to see these dropping next year? Do you guys feel like it's too ahead of the time to really talk about these, or do you just feel like it's overkill with the triple collaboration going on right there? So we're gonna jump into our main story here shortly, but before we do that, we do have today's fit of the day, which this one comes from a Nike OG, a real sneakerhead who's been in the game with Jordan brand since pretty much the beginning, a legend, which let me go ahead and scroll down so we can find him here, which you got the legend Spike Lee, which I did want to highlight this outfit right here because this is what Spike Lee actually wore to the NBA All-Star game. So you guys see him right here with the good Jordan 5 black metallics, a big hit early here in 2025. The rest of the fit is kind of giving like fresh off the mannequin type of vibes right here, but we're not gonna take anything away from this OG. He got the good, looks to be like a Kangol, which Spike Lee's normally known for wearing these like crazy over the top outfits, but I like this one. I feel like it's calm, it's subtle, and you gotta love the choice of footwear on feet. So once again, shout out to the legend Spike Lee, early on with Jordan brand, almost since day one. You gotta love this, and hopefully we'll see that brother continuing, to sit courtside during all of these NBA activities. And with those updates out of the way, of course, and y'all know what to do, of course, with the fit of the day, go ahead and drop a rating, 0 out of 10. And if you guys ever want to be featured in this segment, all you gotta do is just simply tag me on the gram. And with all of those updates out of the way, we're gonna go ahead and jump into today's main story, which this one is kind of scary. It's a little bit terrifying, but once again, it just exposes another layer, peeling back another layer here of this dirty side of the sneaker game. So we got a report coming out of Boston, which you got one of these local sneaker shops, which apparently got caught up in a little bit of funny business. So it says a sneaker shop in Milford, Massachusetts is now offering refunds to customers after the owner found out they were unknowingly selling fakes. This one sounds a little bit interesting, so let's continue on. It says Milford Police Chief Robert Tessino said the investigation started after they got concerns about the shoes at the family sneakers house last year. So are you any of you guys familiar with this shop, and if you ever shopped in this location, whether you were visiting the area, if you were a few locally reside? So it's called Family Sneakers House. So we went someone in there to buy some shoes, and sure enough, buyer beware, they were not legit, they were counterfeit. The police chief report. So he said 1,200 counterfeit sneakers. Police seized more than 1,200 sneakers that would have been worth $200,000 if they were authentic. If it's too good to be true, it usually is. So as y'all know how the famous saying goes, it says according to police, the owner was ordering products from a Chinese distributor, paying via wire transfer, and didn't know the shoes were counterfeits. So it then says the store is new to the sneaker game. It's been open for just a year. The owner thought they were getting a deal from the Chinese distributor. This person running the store didn't really know. We're very pleased that the owner was very accommodating and remorseful because they were scammed too. It wasn't just the consumer. So I don't know about this one right here. This is a crazy little story, and when I think about this, it kind of reminds me of like anytime you walk into let's say any sneaker shop in the mall, which it feels like them joints are popping up. Like I swear every mall I visit, whether it's in Florida or anywhere I'm visiting, I always notice one of these like little sneaker resale shops which pop up, which I never happened to actually go into any of those stores, but I've seen clips floating around online, and for the most part, these sneaker shops are selling these like absurd, crazy retail markup prices, like double, triple, even the value of the shoe, which you can find on StockX. Now, some people would argue that, you know, your average consumer that walks into the mall isn't savvy enough. They don't know the value of these shoes, which I'm not really believing that here in 2025. Like apps like StockX and GOAT, eBay are so mainstream. StockX is even doing NBA partnerships and sponsorships and everything like that. People know the value of these shoes. So I'm not buying that people are just walking into these shops and paying these crazy prices. I feel like things are getting a little bit stickier when it comes to these situations. And I think we're going to start to see a whole can of worms open, that a lot of these sneaker resale shops, which seem to be just popping up everywhere, are actually selling fakes. Now, according to this report right here, it's saying that the owner had no clue that they were selling fakes. I don't know if I really buy that one. So let me know what y'all think about this story. And for anybody, of course, in the local area, again, this shop, what is it called? I forgot what they called this joint, but if any of y'all are familiar with this place, Family Sneakers House, let us know, because I think this is a wild story. And I feel like most of these sneaker shops, which we're seeing popping up all across the country, rather than actually having legit product, they're more than likely pushing fakes on people. So it's kind of scary out here. It's kind of shocking, but just be careful. And I feel like with reports like this, it's just pushing people more so to buy sneakers from legit sources. So let me know what y'all think about this story right here. Do y'all feel like the owner really didn't know he was buying fakes like that? Or do you feel like he was just trying to get off finessing the Boston community? So this is wild right here. I remember back in my day, when it comes to fakes, like you pretty much knew they were fakes because they were ugly. Think of like them clear Jordans, like, you know, the joints from the flea market. But nowadays, when it comes to these fake shoes, bro, like you got to be careful because they're damn near looking almost legit right here. I mean, I thought we had a look at the undefeated fours, which are coming out soon, but apparently everybody's saying these joints right here are fake as well. So it's kind of spooky out here, man. These joints look almost damn near legit, and I feel like a lot of these sneaker shops low-key may be pushing fakes on us. So that's all I got for you guys today. Comment down below, let me know what y'all think about this one. As far as like the whole fake sneaker market, it's always been something, but it just seems like it's kind of getting crazier and crazier. Nike, they've been hitting them with these lawsuits. Some sneakerheads feel like resale and all of that greed and everything has pushed them to the fake replica market. So I would just love to know what you guys think about the scene overall. So that's all I got for you guys for today's episode of JA News. I appreciate y'all. If you guys made it all the way through the end, go ahead and drop a salute. Smash the like button down below. Of course, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. In the meantime, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'm out, y'all. Love.